Tpms.
What? Honey, I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Mike, aka Living with 3M Auto Vlogging. This is Zeus. And today I'm back with yet another how-to video on these Fords. It is cooler weather here in North Carolina. It's December, and I just got the infamous low tire pressure display on the dash, and at 31 psi. But it got me to thinking, instead of just adding air and going on, I was thinking about the TPMS sensors, tire pressure monitoring sensor, TPMS, and what they do. And I was going to talk a little bit about that, and we are going to reset those. I'm going to give it a factory reset, especially if you've got aftermarket wheels and tires, non-factory, that they've put these TPMS sensors in. Chances are they're not going to be right, or they're not close. Like your tire pressure gauge will say 35 psi, and it might say 30 on the dash. So we're going to hopefully line those up a little bit today, show y'all how to do the factory reset on the Fords, and we'll talk a little more in depth about it. All right, so we're going to start the truck up, let you guys see what I'm talking about. Driver door ajar, yes, we know that. There it is, right there. Not the driver door, damn it. Let's start over again. Let's shut the driver door. All right, so that's what we're dealing with. It's not super low, but it's enough to trigger that indicator warning light right there. If y'all see that, and this just pops up, but this will stay on until these numbers come back over a threshold. So apparently it doesn't like the 32 right there on the passenger rear. Thinks it's lower, but look at that. The 31 is lower up front, but yet we've got an indicator back here. So we're just going to do a full reset of these, which I do want to tell you guys, it will take some air out of your tires. So if you do this, have an air pump ready to put air back in. So don't do this where you're on location somewhere and don't have an air pump, because it's going to deplete a few pounds of pressure from your tires. So if the truck is running like mine is, you want to be sure you turn it off first. Turn it on, but do not start the vehicle. We see tire pressures. We're going over here, and what you're going to do, your setup might be different, but we're going to push the hazard button 6 times, and you're going to hear the horn blow. So y'all ready? You watching me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horn blew. Train left front tire. Train left front tire. So we jump out, we let some air out of the front tire until the horn blows. Don't they know I'm trying to make a video? I mean, I know somebody's house is probably burning, or I guess I really should mention, once you press that hazard 6 times, the horn honks, you put it into the learn mode. You've only got a few minutes time to achieve the first air pressure, or it will kick it out of learn mode and you'll have to start over again. There we go. Train right front tire. All right, Let's go train the right front tire. Keep letting it out till you hear the horn blow. There we go. Training complete. I hit OK here. All right, so they're trained, but they are low now, I'm assuming. So it doesn't show anything on the dash, no alarms or errors, but we started out at 32 pounds, so I know we're in the 20s or the teens now. So, all right, that being said, let's crank up the old loud ass air compressor out here in 35-degree weather, and we will fill the air into the tires. I'm gonna put 36 pounds on my gauge, and we'll see what that gets us on the dash.
Make sure you get the cord as short as possible. So it puts up a fight and a challenge. Takes your pace up all the same outing.
All right, so got the air in them, taking a ride around the block. And you can see I'm not super perfect on these, and you don't have to be. If you guys are OCD and gotta have them all, then more power to you. Get out and, oh, there it is. Look at that. Yes, 36 and everything. So that is gonna do it right there. We took a drive around the block, and you may have to do that, guys, on some of these sensors. You can't just sit in the driveway and it give you a super accurate reading. They're always changing the heat, the cool. Temperatures are always up and down. But I do recommend, if you guys do this, first have a good air compressor, unlike yours truly here. But the main thing is really just, you need a quality air gauge, manual type, and that is calibrated. Those things are really a necessity, because TPMS sensors, the batteries go out, and I know somebody in the comments is going to ask me, well, if the battery goes out, will it start reading erratically? No, if the battery goes out, it's going to give you an indicator light or display message and tell you that it can't connect with it. So, but here's the next thing I want to point out. Sorry, I'm having to back into the driveway, but the TPMS sensor battery is not usually replaceable. I mean, I've seen some videos on YouTube where guys will take the tire off, take the sensor out. Man, by the time you do all that, just put new sensors in. I mean, wear and tear, put new sensors in every time that you have accessibility to the inside of that tire. I'm just saying. I mean, unless they're like brand new and you're having to get them remounted for some reason. But generally, you know, 30 to 60,000 miles and you're getting new wheels and tires, be sure that tire shop does not reuse your old sensors, or you're going to have headaches. So you can take that tip to the bank. This covers most 2011 and up Fords, not just F-150s. So you can find this information on page 374 of your user manual, or just push the hazard button 6 times while the accessory switch is on. And this should tell you if it will go into learn mode or not.